basketball tournament post-game press conference. With us now are the Bulldogs of South Carolina State, head coach Eric Martin, and players Wilson Dubinsky and Omar Krosky. As a reminder, please raise your hand and wait until the microphone is given to you for all media questions. We will begin with opening remarks from Coach Martin, followed by the questions from the media.
Tough game. Tough game. A whole lot of physicality out there. We only shoot 11 free throws and they shoot 34. That is what it is. Got to give them credit. They made shots when they needed to make shots. They made free throws. Congratulations.
First of all, Coach, congratulations on a great season. Returning to South Carolina State, returning to the championship game, broke a 22-year drought. To kind of comment about the season at large.
Yeah. Overall, it was good to get here. You never know when you're going to get back here, so I wanted to seal the deal. Especially, I had a great group of seniors. So, it hurts. It hurts.
The second half, what was the key to Norfolk's comeback? Did they do anything differently on defense?
We were in foul trouble because of our 22 fouls, and they only had 11. So I didn't want my key players to foul out. So I pulled the press back, and at the end of the game, I knew if we didn't bring our press back, we didn't have a chance. So, but 22 to 11.
It's kind of look like down the stretch there, they only had seemed like only 2 field goals. Everything else came from the charity strike in the last 7 minutes.
Yeah. I'm sure I've said enough about that, but we had our chances.
Yeah. Okay. This is for Omar. You know, you wrapping up your Bulldog season. Can you comment about that, and also just make a few points about the outcome of the game?
I feel like we played hard. It's unfortunate we lost, but we fought.
Wilson, can you answer the same question about your season and also the outcome of this game?
Great season, great guys. Looking back at the game, if you look at our body language, people changed. We didn't have a simple doubt in our mind that we were going to come back and win the game, and we were down 10 with 2 minutes left in the game. And we had no doubt that we were going to come back one way or the other. And I think that represents our team and our coaching staff.
Coach, congratulations on a very hard-fought game and season. There's still a chance that there is more basketball to be played for you and these guys. So in the meantime, how do you keep them ready, keep them prepared for that next game when it comes?
Yeah, we spoke about it in the locker room, and they need grinding, so obviously they need some time off the rest of the bodies. But my group is supremely conditioned, so whenever they say it's time to go somewhere, we're gonna hop on the bus or a plane, and we'll be there. We'll be there ready to play. But they left it out there for me, so even if we had won, they were gonna get a couple of days off. We need a break.
Wilson, my second question for you guys. There is an opportunity you guys will have more basketball play. How do you kind of take this regroup with the guys in the locker room to prepare for that next matchup?
Just trying to stay healthy and get some treatment. Attack it the same way as a normal game.
Yeah, I agree. The same. Stay healthy, stay mentally locked in, stay ready to go.
Are there any remaining questions from the media? That will conclude our post-game press conference. Thank you, Coach Martin and the Bulldogs, for joining us. Welcome to the 2025 MEAC Basketball Tournament post-game press conference. With us now are your 2025 MEAC champions, the Spartans of Norfolk State, coached by head coach Robert Jones and players Brian Moore and Christian Ings. As a reminder, please raise your hand and wait until the microphone is given to you for all media questions. We will begin with opening remarks from Coach Jones, followed by questions from the media.
First of all, it's elated to win the championship. We put through all the hard work and things like that throughout the season. It's highs and lows of the season, which leads to, like I always say, the emotional cries, emotional tears. And I'm just so happy that these young men were able to win the championship. Brian Ward is his first championship. When we recruited him, we told him that we were going to win a championship. He believed what we had to say, never lied to him. We won a championship. And now Christian Ings is back to the tournament now as a key player of the situation. So I'm so happy for these guys, and I'm happy for my coaching staff, and as well. Because this year we definitely coached with a chip on our shoulder. I'll tell you that much for sure. Definitely coached with a chip on our shoulder. So we heard what everybody said last year. We heard you.
First of all, Coach, congratulations on another MEAC championship. I want to talk a little bit about you were down by 9 or so at the half, and what do you do defensively in the second half to get your team back in the game?
We changed our defense. we changed it. We went to a tempo press back into a zone. We didn't think South Carolina State had a lot of offense against the zone, so we went back to a tempo press to a zone, and we were able to cut their lead, I think, to 3 by the first media or 2 in the first media, and then we cut it again, and then we went from there. So that was the halftime adjustment. I just told the guys that 9 points is not that much really at half. We had all the pressure on us clearly, so it was just time for us to relax. And credit to South Carolina State, they came out, they threw a good punch. Shout out to Coach Martin, but like I tell him, man, it's been his friendly competition. He might have got Coach of the Year, which I ain't necessarily agree with, but I got the most outstanding coach. So, shout out to Coach Martin, though, that's no doubt.
Philly. Yesterday we talked about, the journey, the starting and winning the championship, and then to come full circle and hit big shots. How does it feel just overall and just about, when you guys were down?
I like to say first shout out to my teammates. They were telling me throughout the game, like, yo, stay in attack mode. Don't worry, I know you're making mistakes, but we'll live with them. We know you're better than how you're playing. Just stay with it, keep pushing, keep trying to attack, keep making things happen. So shout out to them, and it's an amazing feeling, Just coming from winning the first year and then dropping 2, and this being the last year I get a chance to win it, to be able to win that. It's an amazing feeling.
Hey, Coach. First off, obviously, the last season it was hard. It hit the heart in terms of not like making it where you wanted to be at. But just say, what did you learn from that year to this year, and to the point where right now you're MEAC champions?
Well, like I tell the guys, and I say it to them all the time. They'll tell you I say this all the time is that success. Failure is not the opposite of success; it's part of success. And I think that last year was a failure to some regard because we didn't get to the championship game, we didn't win the championship. But honestly, in a one-bid league, I guess every year that you don't win a championship is a failure in a sense. But I can tell you this, that I'm sure that people would take our success over theirs in a heartbeat. So I'm definitely excited about finishing the deal this time. Because like I said, there was a lot of detractors last year. And like I said, I'm not one of the coaches that lie and say, I don't see the stuff on social media, I don't read stuff. Coaches are liars. I'm not going to lie and say that. I see all of this stuff. I keep them, I screenshot them, I got a little folder in my phone, I reread them, or whatever, and I keep the negative. The negative fuels me. Just like, when they were talking trash on the sideline to me, I coach better when they talk trash to me. That was a little secret. Maybe I shouldn't let that secret out the bag, but I coach better when they talk trash to me. So it's like, I coach better when I'm angry, and they know it too. I'm a way better coach when I'm angry than when I'm just like, when I like you. I'd rather not like you, and I'm way better. So definitely, like I said, we heard the detractors, we heard all this stuff, but now we got the trophy back. It's like a girlfriend that you miss, right? She was hanging with the DC dudes for 2 years. She was hanging with them for 2 years, but now she want to come back to daddy. She's back home, man. She's back home. She's back home.
Come on. You mentioned the highs and lows of the season. I want to ask you about the highs and lows of the game. You're up 9, or you're down 9. I'm sorry. You go up 10,
with about, what, 2
209,
minutes?
209.
209. And then they storm back and literally tie it. And how did you guys handle those emotional swings for anybody up there?
I've been in placement, so it's like credit to first of all, credit to the young man Benson, number 11. Credit to him. He made feel like every shot down the stretch. Like he's 5 and 3. So he made every shot. So credit to that young man. I don't know if he's a senior, junior. I'm not quite sure, but credit to that young man for taking some of those shots that he took. I mean, from the pull up to the three to the circle three. I mean, he's the guy that got everything. He got the layup off the steal, so he did everything. So credit to that young man. But definitely, the guys kept the composure. We had a big enough lead that we were able to survive. So at this time of the year, survive in advance, and we were able to do that.
Quickly, Coach, the senior leadership of these guys. I just finna ask you about the senior leadership. And Brian, what the difference that made down the stretch?
I think the biggest thing is we got a lot of guys that realized that could have been our last game. So when we was in that locker room, we all realized that, hey, like, we got to stick together if we all come back and win this. Like, it's not one time we fragmented. That's the biggest thing Coach said. No matter what going on, good, bad, or ugly, you can't fragment. And I don't think we did that at all. Down 9, up 9, come back. I think we all was on the same page from 2-0-0 on the clock to the end of the game.
I just feel like with us being older seniors, we're a little older than most people. So this is not our first tournament we've ever played in. Our first conference tournament, so we know what to expect. We know what the energy is going to be like. So as an older player, we try to tell the rest of the team, like, stay poised, keep your composure. Don't worry about what's going on. If they get a run, that's what comes with the game of basketball. Don't let a run become more than it really is because of the emotional attachment you put on them. So we just try to stay locked in, stay focused. We know they'll make shots. We know we make shots. All we had to do is try to make more shots and play more defense than they did.
All right, my question for Christian. I coached you right after the game, and you said you just want to find your mom. Have you done that yet? And oh, that's what's up. So what's your message then to your support system?
We did it. That's what I want to say. We did it. My support system knows we've been through a lot of ups and downs the last few years, but all that matters, we did it. Came out with the win at the end, and that's what we worked so hard for.
All right. This game was really competitive. You guys got 24 turnovers, 36 rebounds. My question for the coach is, how do you feel as a coach knowing that no matter what game is going on, no matter what's going on, like, your players will continue to fight? Like, how does that feel?
I think we put them through a lot of adversity in practice. We do a lot of tough things in practice for these moments. We want the games to be easier than practice. So from the conditioning that we do to the way we practice, like, we don't really have a whole bunch of walkthroughs. Last night might have been the first walkthrough that we had ever. We don't have a lot of walkthroughs.
And we still went live.
So it's like, it's all like, the stuff that you put somebody through. So with that being said, I think that no one broke when they made a comeback, right? Like we just said, hey, we need one more stop. Forget about the last play. I think good players have bad memories, when it comes to good or bad things. So we had to have a bad memory that we couldn't think that, we had 10-point lead with 2 minutes left, and now, what's going on? We just had to lock in and just get a stop in that moment. And we did. We got a rebound, and we were able to win the game.
All right, Coach, so what's the mental prep for the tournament, the big game?
What's the mental prep?
Yeah, what's the mental prep?
Man, I ain't thinking about it. I'm outside tonight. Well, I'll worry about that tomorrow. We're going to have some fun. Everything's on Kyle Quinn. That's why he's Hey, he got the first, what t-shirt? He said a t-shirt. That's the first one that we got together when I was assistant coach, and still got it in good condition. So from the first one back to this one. So I appreciate Kyle. Kyle, I love you to death. I don't say a lot publicly about you, but I love you to death, man. I love you to death too. So, but we good? Oh, come on.
We'll be taking one last question from the media.
I'm trying to figure out if I should ask because you said you're outside tonight. Last night.
Buffalo Wild Wings, a celebration.
Last night. We had Last night, we had NCAA President Charlie Baker in the building. He had the opportunity to watch this team, see how hard you guys have worked, fought, played all season long. Of course, he's on that selection committee, so for this team, Coach, you know them better than anyone else. Where are you hoping this team falls tomorrow when you guys are watching that party?
Well, honestly, for a while, we were trending towards a 14. You know, like, you see this stuff, but, and then we lost those last, 2 out of the last 3 games, so I know we're not a 14 seed by any means no more. But I do think that we should be a 16. You know, I think we should be a 15. You know, I think that at the very least, we should be a 15. You know, like I said, I know we're not going to be the 14 anymore, and that's cool, but we should not look up and be a 16. I mean, honestly, if you're going to put a 16, you might as well put us in a play-in game, because at least you got a chance to win that game and keep your journey, going. But, wherever we at, we're going to prepare to shock the world. We always prepare to win. The preparation is the same for Tennessee, or is it from Washington or Venice? It's the same prep, and we're going to prep the same way, and we're going to go out there and try to make HBCUs proud, and of course, Norfolk State first and foremost proud.
Are there any closing remarks from the Spartans?
Going dancing, baby.
Dancing.
Go get y'all shoes, yeah.
That'll conclude our post-game press conference. Congratulations to the 2025 MEAC champions, the Spartans of Norfolk State.